I believe online coaching is collapsing because trust is at an all-time low in this exact moment. Clients are getting much smarter with the rise of AI and different tools. Watch time is going down and stuff like that. And most coaches aren't actually qualified to coach anyone. So I unfortunately or fortunately learned this the hard way. I paid for programs where people promised me results, delivered nothing, and left me feeling a little bit stupid for sitting there and believing in that model. And, in hindsight, I'm going to bet money that you've probably had a similar experience yourself. But what most people, I think, don't realize is that coaching isn't just failing, it's being replaced by something better, right? And basically the founders or the experts, the leaders who switch to this new model will instantly become a lot more trustworthy. They'll become a lot more in demand and more effective than 99.9% of all the coaches out there. So in this video, what I want to do is actually run you through why the coaching industry, in my opinion, is losing its trust. The new model that has worked for me, that is currently outperforming the coaching industry, how I transitioned to it, what realizations I had, and hopefully you can see through this how you can apply it to yours too. So in my experience, I believe coaching is failing because people themselves are evolving at a much higher speed than the coaches, right? People don't want any of these sort of generic frameworks. They want more of a personalized expertise from someone who's in the weeds, rolling their sleeves up and actually doing the thing, right? So I remember in 2023, I paid somebody $5,000 for this coaching program that primarily helped you get out of the weeds on Instagram. And basically on day one, after the sales call, I paid in full and I got handed off to a junior coach who was like, I'm going to be your accountability buddy. And I was sort of like, oh, surely I get more time with this person, right? So I was asking them questions. I barely got any responses. I would show up and get about 5 minutes of chat time and so on and so forth. So I was I would say a bit underwhelmed, a little bit bummed. I did learn a fair little bit about Instagram, but it's been 2-3 years. I'm still where I was and managed to grow my own LinkedIn to 50,000 followers by trial and error. But I was just sort of dumped in a corner. And every time I'd go and ask a question, I'd get a really generic answer. And it almost felt like a VA was answering, right? I got on at the end of the day more with that, accountability buddy throughout than the actual coach themselves. So I also was told that I had to do things specifically this way and that that's going to work. And I watched other people actually crush it. And whenever I tried to, voice my opinion and say, this sort of doesn't align with me, is there any other way? It had to be that way per se, or something that didn't deviate as much. So in my world, I hated being told I've got to do the sales calls and send the DMs. I have an email marketing background and I love things inbound. I love being authentic and, that sort of thing where I don't do the follow-ups and I let content marketing do the thing. So then I joined another one that I thought was more aligned and I did get things out of it. But again, it was a similar issue in terms of getting high-level generic advice, but not being helped truly. So it led me to the realization, some people in there were not solving problems anymore. They were basically producing and churning out information, and you had a glorified course where you watched videos and you were handed off for weekly group coaching calls and got 5 minutes of support and all of that sort of stuff. So in my eyes, if somebody was in my shoes, they're not somebody who has that time. We're running a business, right? So we don't need another course. We don't need 7 hours of this glorified video, right? You need someone who's done the thing and able to look at you from a distance, almost like an advisory role, and basically give you perspective on the true real situation that they've just gone through, right? I think of it as like you're trying to run your first marathon and you go to someone who's already ran a marathon and he's going, oh, this is going to happen in the second hour. You might get a stitch. Here's how you deal with it, and so on and so forth. So this is where the new framework started to like create synapses in my brain. And I was like, oh, okay, this is actually, there's something brewing here. Write it down. I've got this notebook over here that I write stuff in from back in the day. And it was where I literally grabbed pen to paper and tried to make sense out of it. So the new method in my eyes is called mentorship. And the boundary between the coaching world, the consulting world, the mentorship or advisory or whatever you want to call it world is mixed up. So what I thought, or what it meant to me at least, is like I divided those into three. So coaching is when you ask the right questions for somebody to have a transformative experience and be able to find the answers within, right? And I truly believe that people, at least the programs that I bought into or the work that I do, I don't consider myself as a coach. Coach is somebody who's like invigorated and energized by speaking to you for like 3 hours and allowing you to have that experience, right? The second one is consulting, where you basically give someone the answer. It's like I'm able to spot the problem that you're facing and give you the answer, which to me was aligned. And I was a consultant at a pretty nice day rate for a long time during my time in London and Cyprus and so on, where you just tell people, go and do that thing. And I believe consultants learn coaching through workshopping and doing all of that. Then the third bit is mentorship, which basically mentorship for me, and I did another video which I can drop down in the description below, is when you have a philosophy, when you have a vision or some sort of mission, then you basically show other people the road that you've walked and talked, and they're able to model you in that current situation. So for me, this was a massive, massive aha moment, because what happens is, to me, consultants, coaches, this, that, whatever the industry is, it's like I've got to look up to you and you look down on me, where I'm somebody who believes we are equal, we are human, right? So we position ourselves as somebody who's not speaking from a stage down at you. I'm actually on the floor. I'm your peer, I'm your friend, rather than some sort of like marketing guru or, coach or whatever. It's so much more approachable that way, because we are now equal. You can be better at XYZ. I'm better at ABC. We're like figuring this out together. So mentorship to me is guidance, right? And I believe we're in the guidance economy in one way, shape, or form. So you document your own journey, right? And I'm a massive believer that documenting, not marketing, is the way to go, right? You collect content instead of create it from your lived experiences, and you provide insights of everything you've documented yesterday, last week, the week before. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you don't do any hard selling, because you attract people who vibe with you, who vibe with the things that you're doing at that intersection of what you do and who you are. So you show by demonstrating, I did this thing, I wrote some copy, I made an offer, here it is. And then you share your hobbies, beliefs, values, and interests. And at that intersection, you design the moment where somebody decides to work with you, right? So because there are different access levels of, let's say, proximity, you get to work with more people, right? Not everyone needs your most expensive thing. So the way that I would access it is, think of it as a proximity ladder, right? So you've got an asset, let's say it's a workshop or a digital product, that's your IP, right? And you have different levels of proximity. So you can have, for example, you start with the asset, and that is sold in a workshop once off for $100, where in that instance of time, you get to spend an hour with somebody. But that same Tuesday, for example, Modern Maker, my own program, every Tuesday we host a workshop. I sometimes invite guests. Those people who are already part of the community level of proximity, right, also experience the workshop. people who work with me one-on-one also experience the workshop. So you get to tier it into as many tiers of proximity as you want. For me, what's gelled a lot is having 2 tiers of proximity, so group and one-on-one. Other people might have, let's say, once-off consulting packages or tiers in between where you can have group that is like school, for example. Then you have like an inner circle that has, it's a hybrid, right? So you have school plus some sort of chat that may be Discord or WhatsApp or this and that. And then you have one-on-one, which is all of the above plus a Zoom call every week. So that level of customization, I've also forgotten like partnerships are done for you at the very top of the proximity ladder. So most people, may not need more one-on-one, like the hands-on thing. They need access to the way you think. They need perspective and insight from the mentor who's already walked the talk, right? So I transitioned myself into this new method, and it was a massive, massive aha moment, because what happened was, the old way of doing things was like, hey, I've just made 100K and I can help you do that, right? Which is what worked for me. But what if you're a beginner? What if you're somebody who's not there yet? What if you've got a massive team? I'm not going to make you run a one-person business just because I said this worked, right? So what I can do is lead with an identity piece and say, I've created Modern Maker. Modern Maker is somebody who runs a one-person business using one offer, one email, and one post a day, right? Or you can use story-driven emails or whatever you want to put in there, right? Which creates an identity piece. It opens up the clarity doors and creates trust, because then I'm documenting the journey, right? The other thing was like giving tons of free value, and then people try your stuff, but they end up never buying your stuff. Versus me shooting videos like, not necessarily this one, but other ones where I just have Loom and I'm demonstrating my funnels, my copy. One of my best selling videos is literally me demonstrating how I write 7 posts in 30 minutes. And I leave the ums, the oohs, it's unedited, and it's just sheer demonstration. Or me running workshops that I've then turned into YouTube videos over time. People can just see me in action thinking, right? So that's the new way that I believe works. And then people are drawn to you and they're magnetized to you. So now you know this new model and this way of thinking, you can start to think, what am I good at the intersection of my interests that I can show and collect and literally guide someone into. So now looking back after having done this for 3 years and actually putting a label on it this year, it's so great in the sense that I go, in my world, I have a system that has proximity offers, what I told you today. I literally give people my own proximity offer and they can model it, they can tweak it, they can get inspired by it and create their own. I use my own GPTs if somebody wants an offer written in that format. So I speed things up for them. Then I took the best of the worlds and the people that inspired me and created what I call a micro snack cartel, right? Which is basically turning leads to customers, to clients. And in the process of doing that, I'm able to give people the checkout pages, the welcome sequences, and then guide them to tweak it and make their own. And then the way that I get traffic is through primarily organic on LinkedIn with a process I call power writing, by being authentic, right? Not the tips, the tricks, and the sort of viral hooks and stuff, speaking to the heart, not the mind. And all I have to do is do a workshop and actually demonstrate it and give those things that I've already done to people and basically rinse and repeat that. So I host workshops, get leads to turn to customers, give them little docs to turn them into clients, and so on and so forth. And the mentorship cycle goes on and people pick the level of proximity they want to work with me in. So you know the model, you know what's working in 2025 and beyond into 2026. And I believe that intimacy, containment, and frequency within these containers is going to allow the next level. So the real question to you is like, what do you want to do with this information? If you're a founder, a leader, an expert who wants to turn your words on social media, right, into actual clients that aren't just vanity metrics. I'll shoot a video down below in the description that you can watch. And it's the exact system that I've used to make 1.2 million over the last 2 years from very simple emails, posts, and offers. I'll see you in the next video.